Hi everyone, welcome. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I have two kids, a 3-year-old and a 10-month-old, and I'm just gonna be talking about mom stuff. So if you're a mom, maybe you feel this way, and if you don't, then that's okay. Nothing I ever say is said with the assumption that it applies to everybody. Lately, I've been feeling like I don't feel like an adult woman anymore. And what I mean by that is I am constantly, because I stay at home with my kids, I am constantly surrounded by kid things. I am listening to kids' music, watching kids' TV shows. I'm playing with toys. I'm, trying to manage big emotions. Very rarely do I get the chance to do things that make me feel like a woman. I'm just constantly surrounded by kid things. And like as a mom, that's part of it, right? But then I think back and I'm like, what was my life like before I had kids? Like what were the things I was doing that made me feel like a woman, like an adult woman? And for me, it was things like getting my nails done and putting on makeup and doing my hair and putting on actual clothes. And because I stay at home with my kids, I'm not really putting on like clothes every day. For me, I have two small kids that want to run around and jump around all the time and be on the floor. And so I wear what I'm most comfortable in, which is like leggings or sweatpants or whatever. Like I'm not dressing up every day. When I was younger, I used to swear, like if I ever have kids, if I ever get married, I'm never gonna let myself go. Like I'm gonna be a bad bitch forever. And I really had that mindset. I was like, there's nothing that could stop me. Like why would I stop taking care of myself? And now I have two kids and I am humbled. At the end of every night, after the kids are asleep, I tell myself, all right, this is the night. This is the night I'm going to read a book or watch a show or paint my nails or like do something for myself. And then I just like end up laying in bed, just doom scrolling because I'm so exhausted from the day. And the last thing I want to do is like get up and do something else. But coincidentally, that's what I need the most. And like maybe you relate to that, It's like we almost have to find ways to pour into ourselves even if we're exhausted because like me, I've neglected my own needs for so long that now I told my husband the other day, I was like, I don't feel like an adult woman anymore. And he was like, what are you talking about? And I was like, yeah, I feel like I'm surrounded by kids all the time. I don't know how to talk to adults anymore. I'm in the house with my kids, listening to kids' music, watching kids' shows, playing with kid toys. Everything I do revolves around my kids. I don't do anything for myself anymore. And so I'm very disconnected to that like feminine adult energy, and I have let myself go because I'm tired. These are very intensive years of parenting. I'm only realizing now that neglecting myself and my own needs has made me feel like less of a woman in ways. And I know that I'm doing very important work by pouring into my kids and nurturing my kids and taking care of them. But my kids also need a mother who feels good about herself and is confident in herself. Staying in the house all day with the kids every day and not dressing up or doing my makeup or doing my hair or whatever, like doing whatever it is that makes me feel feminine and sexy and attractive, it is just killing my self-esteem. Absolutely killing my self-esteem. I don't feel desirable. I don't feel sexy. I don't feel, attractive. And those are all the things that you go out of your way to make yourself feel before you are committed to someone in a relationship or in a marriage. Like I was thinking back to when I lived alone before I was married, while I was dating and I was single, and I was like, what are these things that I did that made me feel like such a bad bitch? And it was just taking care of myself. It was self-care. It was taking pride in my appearance, pouring energy and effort into who I am. As a stay-at-home mom, I've just become really disconnected from myself outside of motherhood. I miss feeling confident and sexy and attractive and desirable. It's hard to do that when you're around kids all day, every day. So now my goal is to try to find ways to start pouring into myself again that can maybe make me feel like an adult woman again. So at the end of the day, maybe instead of doom scrolling, I'll set aside a little bit of that time to read a book, maybe a fairy smut novel, because those tend to be my favorite. Or maybe I'll watch a trashy TV show. Jersey Shore is one of my faves. And if you are a mom and you relate to this, where we've just become so disconnected from who we are outside of motherhood, I feel you. I feel you, girl. We've just got to find ways to pour into ourselves again. Whatever that looks like for you, to make you feel good about you, do it. Until next time.